What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. Okay, guys, so we are actually going to continue our coverage over night terrors. Now, remember, when it comes to night terrors, it's all about the idea that right now, a new bad guy known as Insomnia is right now looking for something called the Nightmare Stone. Now, for him to be able to actually find the Nightmare Stone, he has to jump around between different people's nightmares as a way to actually find the Nightmare Stone. And so what he did was he put the entire world to sleep, so that'll be easier for him to jump around between different people's nightmares to hopefully find the Nightmare Stone. Now, with that being said, the main storyline is all about certain heroes right now trying to stop him. But the tie-ins are really more about the idea to give us, the fans, the ability to actually explore the nightmares and fears of different characters. So like Batman, Superman, and even the Joker. Now today's video, we're going to focus on Punchline and figure out what her nightmares is all about. And matter of fact, in her nightmare, she kills Batgirl. Yeah, you heard that right. And so getting into today's storyline, we actually pick up right now with Punchline breaking into this particular building. Now, when it comes to this particular building, when she does break into it, well, security is asleep. Now, we're left to believe right off the bat that she was not affected by Insomnia's powers, meaning that while everybody else in Gotham City right now are asleep, she's able to actually move freely throughout the city without falling asleep, which honestly is kind of like, how? Because she is just a regular person. Either way, she realized that this is going to be an easy job, because on top of that, none of the bad people are there right now to stop her. Of course, Batman, Batgirl, Batwoman. Either way right now, she believes that this heist is about to go very well. Now, while she's trying to pull off this heist, well, she's also with the Royal Flush Gang. And usually when it comes to the Royal Flush Gang, they're honestly a very cool group, but for the sake of the story, honestly, they're not even important at all. Either way, that is the moment where you do have a couple members of the Royal Flush Gang just disappear just like that. And the reason why, because a certain bad person has appeared to hopefully stop Punchline. And so that is the moment where we do kind of find out that it's Barbara Gordon Batgirl who has arrived at the scene to hopefully stop Punchline from robbing this place. And so this does lead into an actual battle between the two characters. Now, while you have the two characters actually fight against one another, you have Punchline being able to actually go toe-to-toe with Batgirl. But then that is the moment where you have Punchline realize that, okay, something is off here, because when she looks at Batgirl's face, Batgirl is actually smiling. And that right there is a huge red flag. And the reason why, because why in the world would she be smiling like that for? Because right now it seems like she was affected by Joker's gas. And usually when someone is affected by Joker's gas, you're not really able to fight. But right now, you have Barbara smiling like she was affected by the gas, but still being able to fight. Either way, while you have the two characters fight against one another, Punchline is actually able to kill off Batgirl. Now, when it comes to Batgirl smiling very creepily, we could tell right now that Punchline is actually in a nightmare, but she still has not realized that she's right now in a nightmare. But of course, with her actually killing off Batgirl in this nightmare right now, she believes that she actually did it. And right now, she wants to celebrate. And so right now, her nightmare at first is going great. But as the nightmare goes on, it's only going to get worse. Now that is the moment where you do have Punchline get on a bike and begin the process to head over to the clock tower. Now when it comes to the clock tower is technically right now one of the many bases for the Bat family. Matter of fact, it's the main base, I want to say, for the Bat family at the moment. Either way right now, you do have Punchline right now heading there, because Punchline knew where the Bat family was actually working out of, but no one else in Gotham did. And so it's her right now saying, listen, if I'm able to actually kill off Batgirl, and I also heard the rest of the Bat family have gone missing as well, this is the perfect time to actually break into the clock tower. Now, as she rides through the city, she does see other people right now asleep, but honestly, she does not care because right now she's so happy that she was able to kill one of the Bat family members off. Either way, when she does arrive at the clock tower, she's able to actually get inside the clock tower. And so that is the moment where we do see her go inside the clock tower. Now, when she does go inside the clock tower, this is actually a very huge thing for her character. And what I mean by that is, even though other characters in the past have been able to actually access the clock tower, so like other bad guys, other DC characters, for the character of Punchline, is kind of a very big thing. And the reason why, because when it comes to Punchline, I call her the off-brand Harley Quinn. Either way right now, with her character being able to pull this off, it's a very huge thing for her character. The problem is though that right now it's a nightmare. So honestly, this right now is not really an achievement for her at all. Either way, as she does move around the Batcave, we actually do get more clues about the idea that right now she's in some kind of nightmare, because as she does move around the Batcave, you have the outfits of other members of the Bat family begin to move around behind her back. And so of course she does not see it, but we do. It's a way to say, hey guys, when it comes to Punchline, she's actually in some kind of nightmare, but she still has not realized it yet. Now, when she does sit down the computer to hopefully access some very important information about the Bat family, well, that is the moment she's hit with a virus. But this right here is about to be the downfall in her nightmare. Now, that is the moment where she actually is confronted by Barbara Gordon. Now, this is huge because we saw Barbara die earlier. And matter of fact, for Punchline, she knows she killed off Barbara earlier. And so she begins to freak out because this is the moment where you actually have Punchline realize, oh my gosh, I'm in a nightmare. Matter of fact, when she sees Barbara, Barbara is right now a zombie-like creature because she is a nightmare creature that is actually working for Insomnia, trying to help Insomnia to hopefully find the Nightmare Stone inside the mind of Punchline. Either way right now, it's Punchline realizing that she has to get out of there. Because right now it seems there's no way to actually kill off Batgirl. But on top of that, every single pain she feels right now in this nightmare, she's also feeling that pain in the real world. And so that is why she's kind of like, I have to get out of here. Now, while she tries to do that, you actually have Barbara turning into some kind of computer monster, which honestly makes sense because when it comes to the character of Barbara Gordon, she is a computer person in the Bat family, so this right here does make sense. But right now, you have a computer monster trying to chase after Punchline. And so you do have Punchline being able to actually get out of the clock tower, which honestly is a great thing for her, except when she does think that she has the ability to get away and to hopefully hide from the Batgirl monster, well, that is the moment you have the Batgirl monster being able to actually grab Punchline. And when she does grab Punchline, the book kind of ends on that note right there to tell us, hey, she might die because now the computer monster version of Batgirl might actually kill off Punchline in this nightmare. And it seems like if she does die in this nightmare, she'll die in the real world. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'll see y'all next time, the next comic book video. Later.